Haiti is a nation teetering on the edge of collapse. In the heart of its sprawling, sun-scorched capital, Port-au-Prince, a brutal and complex war is being waged not by armies, but by heavily armed gangs. These groups have carved the city into a patchwork of violent fiefdoms, effectively challenging the very existence of the state. They have seized critical infrastructure, strangled the economy, plunged millions of ordinary citizens into a state of constant terror and deprivation. This essay will delve into the deep-seated causes of this crisis. We will explore the current landscape, identifying the key players who now command the streets and dictate the rhythm of daily life for so many. The story of Haiti's current ordeal is not a simple one of good versus evil, it is a tangled web of political ambition, desperate survival, geopolitical neglect. The gangs, while instruments of immense suffering, are also a symptom of a much deeper national illness. They have stepped into a vacuum left by a chronically weak government, offering a perverse form of order where the official state has failed. Understanding who truly runs Port-au-Prince requires looking beyond the gunfire and the roadblocks. Haiti's current state of crisis is not a sudden storm, but the culmination of a long and turbulent history. As the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere, it has long struggled with deep-seated issues that have made it vulnerable to chaos. For decades, the nation has been plagued by a cycle of political instability, with fragile governments often overthrown by coups or undone by internal strife. This persistent political turmoil has prevented the development of strong, credible state institutions. Essential services like hospitals, public schools, a reliable justice system have remained weak and underfunded, failing to meet basic needs and eroding public trust. Endemic corruption siphoned scarce public wealth, enriching a small elite. Foreign intervention has played a complex, often destabilizing role. A legacy of paramilitaries blurred lines between politics and crime. The devastating earthquake of 2010 was another catastrophic blow from which the country has never fully recovered. The disaster killed hundreds of thousands of people and destroyed much of the capital's infrastructure, including key government buildings. Billions in aid flowed, but mismanagement meant little sustainable recovery. The vacuum created space for illicit actors to grow. After 2018, massive countrywide protests called Pays Lock erupted. Haitians protested corruption, fuel prices, and collapsing living standards. Legitimate unrest opened a power vacuum. The government was paralyzed. Security forces stretched thin. Armed groups expanded with little resistance. Elites co-opted gangs to suppress dissent and rig elections for cash, weapons, and impunity. The July 2021 assassination shattered the remaining order and deepened the constitutional crisis. Today, Port-au-Prince is a city divided, with an estimated 80 to 90% under gang control. These groups are a complex web of alliances and rivalries. The most prominent is the G9 and Famille A Alley, a federation of 9 gangs operating in the lower capital, around the port and Varu fuel terminal. Its public face is Jimmy Cherizier, a former elite police officer known as Barbecue. He frames himself as revolutionary, but the group drives violence, extortion, and documented massacres. Opposing the G9 is the G-PEP coalition, including the 400 Mawozo, notorious for mass kidnappings, including missionaries in 2021. Leader Jolionyon Germine has reportedly directed operations from prison. G-PEP and G9 wage a perpetual turf war trapping civilians. Smaller baronies like Crase-Barrier, led by Vitel Homme Innocent, hold hills and even wealthier suburbs. He is on the FBI most wanted list. These barons rule as de facto governments, their power written in blood on the city's streets. The gang's control is systematic, economic strangulation and terror. They seize roads, ports, and fuel terminals to hold the economy hostage. Route 2 has been impassable for years, cutting off millions from essentials. When G9 blocked Varu for weeks, the country ground to a halt. Gas stations ran dry, hospitals lost generators, prices skyrocketed. Kidnapping for ransom is lucrative and psychological warfare. No one is safe: schoolchildren, doctors, street vendors, and foreign aid workers. It funds weapons, pays fighters, sustains operations, and spreads pervasive fear. Threats paralyze society and keep children from school. Enforcement is brutal, pitched battles in dense neighborhoods with civilians in the crossfire. They fix who can sell and at what price, run black markets and create dependency, a perverse social contract. For the millions of Haitians living where gangs rule, daily life is a never-ending fight to stay alive. The constant sound of gunshots is like the background music to their lives, a reminder of how easily life can be lost. Simple things, going to work, buying food, sending kids to school, are now dangerous. Homes offer little protection. Bullets pierce tin and thin walls. The mental stress is immense, draining hope. With roads and ports controlled, food, clean water, and medicine can't reach many neighborhoods. Malnutrition rises, especially among children. Clinics are packed, short on fuel, medicines, and even bandages. Health workers risk their lives. Many flee, pushing the system to collapse. Hundreds of thousands have been displaced in Port-au-Prince. Families with nothing seek safety in overcrowded, unsafe camps. Women and girls are at heightened risk of sexual violence. A generation grows up amid violence, without education or a future. With no opportunities, youths are drawn into gangs, perpetuating the cycle. After the 2021 assassination, escalation was rapid and terrifying. In 2022, coalitions consolidated and fought brutal turf wars, leaving neighborhoods in ruins. By September 2022, G9 seized Varu, paralyzing the nation for nearly 2 months. Hospitals, purification plants, transportation shut down, cholera returned. The acting government requested international military support. Violence spread to middle-class areas and beyond. Kidnappings hit unprecedented levels. The Boakale vigilante movement emerged, adding another brutal layer of lawlessness. In early 2024, gangs united under Vivan Sam stormed prisons, besieged airport, palace, and police HQ. The goal: topple the government and effectively trap the prime minister abroad. Ariel Henry resigned, a transitional presidential council formed to restore order and pave the way for elections, but gangs remained entrenched across ports, roads, and neighborhoods. The multinational security support mission began deploying in late 2025 but faced major hurdles. At the forefront stands the Haitian National Police, vastly outnumbered, outgunned, and overwhelmed. Gangs wield military-grade arms, high-caliber machine guns, sniper rifles, belt-fed weapons, much smuggled from the United States. These weapons pin down units, enable ambushes, and destroy armored cars. Officers are underpaid, ill-equipped, short on ammo and fuel. Morale is dangerously low. Hundreds killed, many resign or flee, hollowing ranks. Corruption and leaks exist, yet many serve with immense bravery and integrity. Specialized units still fight hard, defending key sites, the last vestige of state authority. The world watches with alarm, but response is hesitant and divided. Neighbors fear mass migration and transnational crime spillover. The U.S. funds HNP equipment, training, and salaries. Sanctions target gang financiers. A UN-authorized, non-UN force led by Kenya began deploying in late 2025. Humanitarians struggle under constant threats of blockade, looting, kidnapping, and violence. History breeds ambivalence toward foreign troops. Sovereignty fears and political risks curb robust intervention. The world offers help, but will not own a problem with no easy solution. As of today, July 25, 2026, Haiti remains on a knife's edge. Gangs control the port, markets, and major roads. The state's authority is largely theoretical. A transitional presidential council struggles for legitimacy. The MSS supports the beleaguered police, but it is no silver bullet. Clashes are frequent. Reclaiming territory is slow and bloody. Food, fuel, and medical supplies are scarce. Hundreds of thousands remain displaced. Fear of kidnapping paralyzes life. Key questions: can the MSS reopen roads, secure the port, and dismantle gang command structures? Politics matters. Credible elections and rebuilt institutions, plus long-term investment, justice reform, and youth opportunities. Haiti is falling, but not fallen. The fight for its future is happening now.